Hello. Welcome back to Boost Envy. Got a couple little projects today. It's actually been a couple weeks since I've posted anything. I had to go out of town for some training, and then I just kind of been in a funk taking the last week off. So anyways, last we left off, we had gotten the steam ports on here, gotten that all. We had to modify it just a little bit to get it to sit in there good, but it fits perfect with that manifold. The only thing I had to do here is there was these little pieces sitting in here. I just had to trim those out. I did it with the Sawzall, and a couple little spots I got deep, a little deep on this. This side's great, but this one right here I'm a little concerned about, and then this one here not really concerned about, but I'm going to I got some 5-minute epoxy here that I picked up. Yeah, let's see what we got. So I just got this JB 5-minute. So I'm gonna mix up a little bit of this, get it on there, let it set up, and then I'll get it all cleaned up. That's all I'm really gonna do with this. And I can't remember if I showed this in the video or if I just posted this stuff on Instagram. But basically all I had to do was bend these tubes down just a little bit. So I'm hoping that they'll still seal up great. And then instead of using the hard line that they supply with the kit, which is this piece here, you just run this up like this and then connect your hose and run it over the radiator. Instead, this Holley mid-mount actually came threaded for this here. So I've got fittings and hose. I'm just gonna make a 4AN line from there to there and just connect that. So not gonna use this part there. And then I just picked up this sheet of aluminum from my local place. And I was hoping to try and find, well, I was trying to find some either like 2 foot by 4 foot pieces or 4 by 4, something of that nature. And without just ordering it online, everybody just carries 4 by 8 sheets, which makes sense. So it is 4 by 8. It is 1/8 inch thick. I am going to use this to make this block off plate for where the heater box and every AC box was. And I think I'm just going to use the, oh, that felt great. Anyways, I think I'm just going to use, actually, yeah, because that's nice and flat. So I'm just going to lay that box out on it and get it drawn out the best I can, and then we'll trim it up. But first thing I'm going to do is actually cut this in half, so I have 2 by 4 by 4 sheets. Just be easier to store in the garage that way. So I'm gonna get this epoxy done real quick. I might do a little time lapse on that. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments if you like all these little time lapses or not. Some people do, some people don't. So I find it neat to see, but you guys may not. Anyways, I'm gonna set up a time lapse on this and just get this epoxy mixed, and then get that done, and then I'll go on with getting that all measured out and find out what I need to do. Or I know what I need to do. Need to get it all measured out, get a straight edge drawn on it, and then get to chopping. So anyways, I'll get this time lapse going, and then we'll carry on after that. Hey, wonderful folks, if you guys have been following along and haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. If you enjoy what I'm putting out, the videos, the content, and you enjoy coming along watching the builds, please consider subscribing. Please give it a thumbs up. Your guys' interactions help tremendously on these videos. So I love the interaction. I love the comments, whether it's positive or negative. I am not I don't get angry over that stuff. So I actually take negative comments as feedback and I try to improve on them. So please share any comments that you do have down in the comment section and give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing and following along. All right, so we got that all buttoned up there. Looking pretty good. So I'm gonna just set this back on the engine. And then I've already got the piece semi cut out of aluminum for the firewall. But I'm gonna set up my bandsaw here, my little bandsaw, and just kind of rough it out. So get this out of the way and then we'll proceed with that. I'll show you guys what we got here. Little guy out. I think I'd organize some stuff before I start getting into this. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do. I gotta clear up a little bit here just so I'm not stumbling all over. So we'll be right back. All right, so we got the rough cut out here, or the rough drawing here. Try and use the little bandsaw to try and cut out my angles here. Should work pretty well. That will cut up to 5 inches deep, so we'll work on that. It should be pretty simple. Got the full sheet of aluminum cut in half, and then got the little section cut off there. And I just used the actual box to trace out the design. And once I get it all cut out, I'll put it back on and we'll get all the holes punched where they need to be for that. So it should, in theory, bolt right up. We might just have to use a little bit of silicone or RTV or something there just to seal it up. And like I said, I've got this, I believe this is 4AN. And then I got all these little odds and end fittings to make this, finish up this steam port here. But you'll see it'll just come straight out here, tie right into there. So we won't have anything coming past the engine going to the radiator like it's set up from the factory. We're trying to avoid that. So what else do we got here? Yeah, I'll get to chopping this, and we'll get those holes drilled in it, get it squared away, and then we'll start mocking it up on the firewall and see how it goes. So I'm not going to do a time lapse on that, but we'll just get it done and then I'll be back with you guys. Real quick, one thing I did want to point out, I've always thought the most common aluminum was 5061. A lot of stuff comes as 50 or 6061. And as I was buying the sheet, the one place had 6061 and then the other place had 5052. I started checking into it. What I ended up buying was I don't know if you can see that yet. There you go, 5052. The reason why I went with the 5052, and hopefully this helps someone else out because I was stumped. 6061 is actually brittle when you bend it. So this is a piece here, 1/8 inch, same thing. And you can see right there, 6061. When I bent it, that thing just snapped right in half. Just doing a 90 on it. I wasn't trying to get excessive with it. So 5052 is actually a more pliable aluminum. So it's not as strong per se as 6061, but because 6061 is stronger, it will crack when you try to bend it. So the 5052 is actually more moldable, is how they put it. So that's why I went with this. When it goes to making little brackets and stuff like that, you can bend it up a lot easier and it won't break on you. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that real quick because I had absolutely no idea. I'm not a fabricator by any means, so when they start talking about that to me, I had to do some research to find out exactly what I needed. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys. So I'm gonna get this cut out and then we'll be back. All right, so got it all cut out. Got it all marked, punched, ready to drill. So I'm gonna get over, oh, that light was bright. Get over here on the drill press and just start small. Start wallering out the holes and see if we can get it mounted up on here, see how it fits. And I might have to trim that lip down. I got to pull that out for sure. So we'll just kind of go from there, see how everything fits on this. So now I'm going to get set up on the drill press like I said now, get those drilled out, and should work out perfectly. So we will be back very shortly. All right, so we got that plate all trimmed up, drilled, mounted. A little bit of the hardware I had to use the factory stuff just because of the way it's set up, but other than that, everything else looks pretty uniform. I will need to come in here. You can see right here on the back side, I just need to trim that up a little. I believe that's it. It's pretty flush with the fenders, I think. I haven't even tried to put a fender on. But anyways, yeah. AC delete in. So, I think I'm going to end this video. It'll make it a little shorter video, but I think I'm going to end this one with that because my next project, I'm going to start, I got to pull everything out of the cab, and then I'm going to start ripping the dash and everything out. So dash, seats, carpet, I think I'm going to pull the steering column, all of that completely out. The booster I got to pull out. And then all of the electrical inside, I'm going to completely strip out. The main reason why is I was kind of doing some research and I ordered a bunch of goodies, and I don't, aha, found it. Got a mess up here. I gotta do some cleaning. So, some power blocks. This is a pretty sure this is either a 200 or a 250 amp breaker. And then I got some power. It's one power distribution and one ground distribution block here. So I've actually got a, I think it's ARC 8000 switch. And it comes with fuses, a whole panel. It comes with everything that you need. So basically, because this Blazer is already manual doors, manual crank windows, and all that, I'm just going to wire up the bare necessities. We're going to get blinkers, we're going to have headlights, tail lights, and dome light inside, little stuff like that. And then everything else on that panel, I think it's an 8 switch panel, will be like the starter. And so anyways, we'll save that for the next video. But yeah, that wraps it up for this one. A fun little project, you know, cutting that out. Looking back at it now, I could have trimmed some things up a little bit differently and not had the exact pattern up here that the factory airbox did. So, but anyways, I think it looks pretty dang good. I haven't siliconed it or anything yet, but we'll get that on there and we'll kind of go from there. Anyways, if you guys like the video, please comment, like, subscribe. You know, we're so close to 1,000 subscribers. Just hoping that you guys can help push this over 1,000. It's been a landmark of mine for quite some time now, and I just want to get it there and keep growing from that point. So your guys' support helps out tremendously. So keep following along, keep watching, and enjoy the journey, and we'll see all you fine people in the next video.